What's happening, everybody? It's been a long time since I've done another video. I had a lot of things go on with family recently, which I had to get settled. I just came back from a trip from Mexico. I've been to Guadalajara for 2 weeks for my 30th birthday. Hit the official 3-0. Now I'm driving back home from Ontario Airport, and I want to do a quick video on a subject I thought about, about relationships nowadays, and why the divorce rate is so high, and why a lot of women are the way they are nowadays. And it made me think about this, is that, as we all know, marriage really isn't worth it nowadays. I mean, I just saw in the news earlier that Jeezy, which is a rapper I follow and I've been listening to his music for quite a bit, is recently deciding to go and divorce his wife, Jeannie Mai. And not too long ago, I found out that Steve Harvey's wife was cheating on Steve Harvey with their bodyguard. And not only that, she wants to go ahead and divorce him for, I believe, $200 million. And it's just like, the more I see how these celebrity marriages are falling apart, and these guys left and right, up and down, forwards and backwards, who I know personally are getting divorced and going through separation, and they're going through all this messy child custody battle, and they have to go ahead and deal with having to pay for child support and alimony and spousal support and whatever. It makes me think that, is there really any reason to get married? But it made me think about this, is that half of all marriages end in divorce. And I come to find out that 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. And I remember this one guy and I were talking. He was like a former roommate of mine. And he said, oh, it's because it's abuse for men. I think, no, it's not. I remember I talked with this one guy who got divorced from his ex-wife. He was a truck driver at the time, driving out of state. And she was accusing him of abuse at home when he wasn't even there. She lied in court, and then he couldn't say anything because the courts always side with what the women say. And it's just like, one thing I realize is this, is that we live in a society that's focused on pandering and pleasing women. The vast majority of guys nowadays who are in marriages or even in relationships are pussy whipped. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I really look around and I see all these guys that are being controlled like a puppet on a string, and especially these married guys, in which all they are focused on is, yes, dear, whatever you want, dear, anything your heart desires, dear. I think, do I really want to be like that? Hell no. I would much rather be alone. One thing I told my dad years ago, and when we were talking about relationships and getting married, was I told him I would much rather be a free stallion than a castrated show horse with blinders on. Okay? But this is what guys get wrong, is that you don't want to focus on chasing after and pleasing women in order to go ahead and to get the ladies. Okay? The number one thing, like I said before, is don't chase after women. You chase after success, and you make yourself become the prize. You create an interesting and productive life that a lot of women find attractive. Also, you're on point with your style, you're on point with your looks, you keep yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy, and you keep progressing in life, and you show that off. And you do it not necessarily to impress other people, but just to become the best version of who you are, what you can be. Like, here's an example for myself personally, was that I recently had taken a trip to Guadalajara, Mexico, right? And what happened during my trip was, when I started posting videos of my trip on my Instagram and Facebook, and I was showing videos of the way I was dressed and what I was doing, whatever, I had 3 women hit me up on my Instagram. 3 women in a short period of time. And I'm still talking with all 3 of them. That's an example for you. You know? And they say, oh, you're so cool. You're so great. Can we be friends? I want to get to know you. And I talked with some of them. I done a video chat with a few of them. They show me pictures of who they are and what they do. And they're all professional women. They're all professional women that, you know, are getting to the money, and they're showing me how to get to the money too. One of them actually showed me how to do investments. You know, she showed me how she does investments for herself through her demo account, and she did it because she liked me that much. You know, that's just an example, is that you make yourself an interesting and well-rounded man that women find to be attractive, okay? You don't focus on trying to do what you can in order to please women and to become a simp, okay? One of my main guys, Kevin Samuel, said this before. Guys, stop being a simp. Focus on becoming a high-value man. That way, ladies find you become attractive, and you don't have to go ahead and do anything to please them. They have to be able to focus on pleasing you and showing that they are a proper complement to your life. You know, like here's another example for me in Mexico on how I'm not just going to be with anyone, all right? I was in Mexico and Guadalajara for 2 weeks, right? I was talking with different ladies.
Keep left to continue on California 60 East Moreno Valley Freeway. Follow signs for Indio.
Sorry about that. That's just my GPS. But anyways, so I was talking with a bunch of ladies over in Mexico, right? I getting a few numbers. I got like 6 different numbers from 6 different girls. But a lot of these,
continue on California 60 East.
But it's like a lot of these women over here in Mexico, I realized around my age,
California 60 East for 18 miles.
They're also single mothers, okay? It's very common that in the Latin culture, they start having children at a very young age. Like 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, they start having kids. And it's like when you're that young, you honestly don't even know yourself. You don't even know what you want to do with your life. And you're not making that much money. And chances are, the reason why you had kids at such a young age was because you were having raw, unprotected sex. You were in the heat of the moment at a party or whatever. And then you have a baby with this one guy. All right? And then things don't work out. Like there was this one girl I remember. I'm not going to say what her name was, but she was, I think, 27 years old. Attractive Mexican girl. She was a hostess at this waffle place I went to. You know, I went up to her and I talked to her. I asked her out. And she said she liked to do it. You know, I gave her a kiss on the hand and a kiss on the cheek. She never had time because turns out 2 kids, 2 different jobs. And that's one reason why you don't want to date a single mother. They're always busy. Always busy either working or taking care of their kids. And the reason why they're so busy at work is because they're trying to work hard in order to make money to take care of their kids. Okay? You gotta set standards for yourself. Okay? That's another part of you being the prize, is that you have to set standards for yourself. Like here's another example during the same trip. I went to this clothing store. This clothing store that has all the high-end, you know, Mexican vaquero, cowboy dress shirts and boots or whatever. And there are these 2 cute Mexican girls there. You know, I asked them, do you have anything in a size XXL? And they said, no, not too much. Why? Well, I'm a big guy with big muscles. And they're like, oh, let me see. And they're like, oh, es muy fuerte. And they liked me. They thought I was real cute, and a lot of Mexican women like tall, handsome, charming American men, especially white men. And they want to take a picture with me. I took a picture with them, and then I want to see if they want to spend time outside of work to hang out. And then I said that I wanted to see about meeting up with them sometime for my birthday. You know, they were really cute, real cute, hot girls. Like, that type. And they were down to hang out. But turns out, all they want was a free meal. They were asking, how much money you want to spend on us because we're poor? You asking me how much money I want to spend on you? And they were like, can you spend like 1,500 pesos? And I was like, all right. Well, are you going to go back to my hotel? Are we going to hang out? And they're like, no, I mean, we can't do it. Your hotel's far and we got kids. And I just said, forget it. I'm done. Setting standards for yourself. Make yourself become the prize. Have an interesting, productive, and attractive life that women see. And then they'll come to you. Alright? If you spend your life, the majority of your life, chasing after creating an interesting and productive life for yourself, then you're more likely to attract the right type of woman, if it's really even the right kind of woman for you out there. Because I don't know if there might be for me. I mean, it's like I've said before, it's coming to a point now, it's like I'm slowly starting to give up on a lot of women nowadays. You know, it's like even when you're a guy that's focused on creating a better life for himself, it's like a lot of these women don't have really anything to bring to the table except for an overwhelming sense of entitlement and another guy's kids. You know, and being emotionally and mentally damaged goods. It's like I remember seeing what happened with Brady Renner on that one talk show a couple weeks back, and how she went fucking apeshit goddamn crazy, talking about how you know what it's like to have a torn over vagina. Hello. It's like, this bitch is crazy. She's fucking nuts. But that just goes to show you what happens when you choose to become a woman who's in the streets sleeping around with a bunch of different men. Alright? And I come to realize this, is that I'm a pretty bad boy, but I'm a pretty bad boy with principles. Right? I'm a type of guy that, you know, I like a girl who's very attractive, who has a bad side to her, but she has morals and principles and treats me with love, respect, admiration, and gives me peace of mind as a woman. But I don't know if she might even be out there. But you know what? That's not the main focus for me right now. You know, the main focus for me is just pursuing where I want to go with my life in order to make a better life for myself. Okay? And then more than likely the right type of woman will come along. So those are my thoughts for this evening. You know, an example of my trip to Mexico and how you can apply making yourself the prize as a man and how it can potentially cause you to become more attractive to women. Well, don't just settle for anything, okay? Don't be trying to go ahead and stick your dick in anything just because. Because, like, I remember this one old school pimp. Shout out to Hollywood Shantae. He said in one of his videos about his advice on how to attract women, I don't understand why you guys need to go ahead and be with the ladies so much. There are so many ladies out there that you cannot even imagine. They are not going anywhere. Besides, your goals and your dreams should be much more important than you trying to attract a woman. Besides, once you get the money, then you get the power. And once you get the power, you can have any woman you want. I got things in the works. I've helped my dad sell a few of his properties and I got some money for it. You know, I'm figuring out other ways to utilize my skills and my talents in order to make some more money so that I can go ahead and create a better life for myself in the future. I've learned about doing stocks and investments. I have some money put away in some of that. I have a few investment funds. and Fidelity Investments. You know, I've learned a bit about real estate by helping my dad sell a few of his properties. So I'm learning different ways on how to get to the money. Even these 3 women who hit me up on Instagram are serious professional women. 2 of them are showing me how they get to the money. Okay? I'm thinking, why not? They're attractive, but also I can learn something from them. They know that I may be just a more humble guy, but they see me as being an interesting, attractive man so much that they're willing to go ahead and show me this stuff. So again, the number one thing that should be the priority in your life is not being with the woman, but making yourself become the prize. And the prize is your goals and dreams and where you want to be with your life. So next time, this is Dre's Journey, signing off. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.